I don't. Okay.
Good morning, everyone. Just making sure that everyone can hear me. All right, good morning. Welcome to the Dallas ISD MWBE evaluation session. I am Joseph Abrahams, the moderator that will be speaking and guiding everyone through this session. We also have Wilton Munnings, the presenter, who is the MWBE Manager. Then we have Tamika Sadler of SSP Consulting. All right, Wilton.
Yes, thank you for introducing me, Joseph. I appreciate that. You stepping in for Stephanie Brodden, who is normally our moderator. If you allow me to have video control, I appreciate it. That way we can go ahead and get started. But while we're getting all the technical things worked out, I just wanted to thank everyone again for attending this meeting. This is our fourth in this series, fourth session. And so we appreciate those who've attended all four, those who attended multiple sessions, and we hope that you've gotten a lot out of it. Also wanted to remind everyone that these series have been information designed to provide construction types, professional service groups, information on how to submit MWBE package in the 2020 bond program. And as a reminder, wanted to remind everyone that, got my picture back. And so wanted to let you know as a reminder, wanted to let everyone know that this series is on YouTube. You can go to our website. There's a link on our website that will travel over to YouTube, and you can see the series again. So you can go back and look at some of the other series in order to get an enhancement on exactly what's going on. And also, last thing I wanted to remind everyone about was questions. All questions will be handled at the end. You can use the Q&A area or either the chat area to put in your questions, and we will be more than happy to answer your questions. And so with that, Joseph is telling me to move along, so I am. My name is Wilton Munnings. I'm the MWBE Manager and here in Dallas ISD Construction Services. And we work with the bond-related projects. So when it comes to doing business with the district, if you're working on the bond side, you'll be working with myself and Joseph Abrahams, and we have some other program management MWBE coordinators that you'll be working with. And if it's on the goods and services side, you'll be working with Annie Partee, Stephanie Brodden, and Jesse Saldana, and Valina Willis-Smith. So we appreciate everyone again for coming out. And I'm going to move right along to our MWBE leadership. So with that, I wanted to share, again, our leadership is one, Mr. Leslie Williams is our Deputy Chief. He's our executive in charge of the MWBE department. And his role is to supply the department with strategic direction. And so we appreciate him and his thoughts of how we're going to improve the MWB department and better the MWB environment for minority and women businesses out here in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. And with that being said, I wanted to also introduce to you Annie Holmes-Partee. Annie is the director of our department, and she directs the day-to-day response to goods and services and construction services for MWBE vendors and for opportunities within the district. So with that, that's our leadership. And you can find our leadership and any of us by going to the site here at the bottom where it says www.dallassd.org/MWBE. You will go there. On the left navigational side, you'll see MWBE team, and you can look any of us up. You can find any of our telephone numbers and any of our email addresses there. Also wanted to point out to you that we have an app, and that app is available on iPhone and also, on Android and Apple. And so please go out to your search areas, PlayStation, Apple Store, and look for the Dallas, go look for DISD MWBE, and you should be able to find our app. This is a way in which you can get more information about the district and be able to stay on top of bids and opportunities that are coming out. So also with that, I wanted to share with you that we do have social media. We have Facebook, we have Twitter, we have Instagram, and of course, YouTube. So I just wanted to share with you that yes, we can communicate with you the way that you want to be communicated, and you can reach us through a lot of means. So please feel free to reach out to us as we go forward. Okay, and with that, I'm going to stop now with the introductions, and I'm going to turn it back over to Joseph for a poll.
All right. I hope everyone's enjoying themselves so far. I'm going to be starting our poll. The question is, are you a prime contractor, prime or general contractor, or a subcontractor? A, prime general contractor, B, subcontractor, or C, other. So far, we have about 70% that has voted. Doing good, everyone. All right, I'll end it in the next 30 seconds. Okay, we're looking good over here, Wilton. We have, and I'm gonna end it here. We have, and the question again is, are you a prime or general contractor or a subcontractor? Prime and general contractor, we have 58%. Subcontractor, we have 8%. And other, we have 33%.
Okay, thank you very much for completing the poll, and that gives us an idea who we're talking to. So thank you again, and it gives me an opportunity to sharpen the presentation to the audience. So again, we look forward to giving you what you want here in this information series. So where we're going now is we're going to introduce the MWB forms, most specifically the competitive sale proposal form, CSP forms. That is when you go on our website, I've talked to you guys about this before, but if you go to our website, www.dallasisd.org, and you will, Joseph has pulled it up, you'll see on the left navigational side here, you have areas where you can link to. And we go to documents and forms. And once you go to documents and forms, you will click on MWB Compliance Guidelines and Forms CSP Construction. So go ahead and click on that. Thank you, Joseph. And this is the form that we're going to be talking from. And so, but from time to time, Joseph, I'm going to ask you to flip back to the presentation, PowerPoint presentation, so everyone can see where we are. But the first thing that we wanted to show you on these forms, we wanted to talk to you about, is the cover sheet. The cover sheet is this first page here, where it has and on our website, this is a fillable form. So if you want to use it as a fillable form, you can. So basically, what we ask is that this page is completed in its entirety. Shouldn't be anything missing here, other than either answer yes or no, not both. So that is something that we definitely ask for. But yes, we need the tax ID number, the official company name. Of course, we want to know the bid title and the school that you're bidding for, and the org number, and the bid RFP number. All of those things are important. And if you are a certified MWBE vendor, yes, we want to know all of your certification information, the name of the agency, the certification number, ethnicity, and gender. Why do we want to know that? Because it helps us to quickly determine whether or not you're qualified as a MWBE vendor. And then we want everyone to give us an authorized agent, and that authorized agent of the company is someone who can sign on behalf of the company. And so that is put the company in financial, I guess, they can write a check. So we need someone who can actually write a check here. And then we need that person to sign this document. This is very, very important to have this signature here and date. No signature and date, we will not score your MWBE package. You will get a 0 out of 20 points. So the cover sheet is very important that we have a signature and date, which is required. So we won't not score your MWBE form. So next thing we're going to do is we're going to go to section 1, that is the MWBE compliance reporting. And so section 1, if you scroll down one page there, Joseph, section 1 is the MWBE compliance reporting. And so what we're looking for here, let me back up. Let me explain to you the reason why I'm going over the form. I know that most of you know these forms backwards and forth. So forgive me, but what I want to make sure is that you understand all the details that we're looking for, because before I go over the actual scoring criteria, hopefully by the time I'm going over the scoring criteria, we would have gone over it once by going over the actual forms themselves. So everything that we're asking for in the scoring criteria we're asking for in the MWBE compliance guidelines and forms. So I just wanted to make sure I put that out there so everyone will know, yes, everything that we're going to talk about in these forms are in the scoring criteria. So let's move forward. Section 1. Again, the MWB compliance reporting. This is a person who has the ability to work with the highest level person within your entity that is responsible for contract compliance and monitoring. This person should be able to have the authority to make MWBE decisions on behalf of the organization. And this person should be in the room when those high-level decisions are being made about MWB compliance, whether or not they are considering to make changes or to add additional help or scopes to the work. So Section 1 is important that we have a high-level person who can make decisions within an organization. You'll see that again when we go to the scoring criteria. So just wanted to point that out, that that's what we're looking for there. Okay, so Section 2. Section 2 is diversity plans. On diversity plans, what you will find is we're asking you for affirmative action plan or equal opportunity, equal employment opportunity plan, or a supplier diversity plan. Either one of those will do, depending on what's important to your organization and how you deliver your service. But what this plan tells us is how well you do or what you say that you're going to do as far as employment practices are concerned, vendor practices that who you're going to be working with. And that's what we're really looking for. So we're looking for what you say that you do in those plans and how it really works within your organization. A lot of people want to just tattoo something that they find off the internet saying that, we don't discriminate. We want to know more about you, the organization, what that organization really believes in. And so it's important that you take the time to really form this, to tailor this towards how you all feel about your specific plan. So that's Section 2. Section 3 is our workforce composition. And what you'll find there is we have our workforce composition broken up by kind of executive managerial level, the technical skill level, and then the office and clerical level. And then we have other, just in case it didn't meet that criteria. The reason why we want to see that, we want to see how diverse your workforce is. And does this workforce composition really match what you say in your diversity plan? As far as the type of diversity that you say that you're trying to achieve in your diversity plan should match the workforce composition that you have currently. So we're looking at that and we're trying to see if it matches up. And if it doesn't, that tells us a story about your diversity plan and if you're really trying to achieve it. So that's Section 3. And now we're going to go to Section 4. And I'm going to say that this is very important here. This is a section where we're looking for references. Two references from each company performing that performed work with you in the past. And so these are two MWBE companies. They don't have to be certified, but as long as they're MWBE. And we need each of those lines completed. Why is that important? Because if we get an email address but no telephone number, sometimes the email address is listed wrong. If we get a telephone number and no email address, sometimes people fat finger the telephone number, so we get a wrong telephone number. And this is important from an evaluation standpoint, because from a evaluation scoring criteria standpoint, because if we don't get any response from these MWBE references, that will affect your score. So, and it's important that you have people that are going to be responsive. That is, that pick up the telephone, that answer emails. We only are given 2 to 3 days to respond. So we're looking for a response fairly quickly. So I just wanted to make sure that you knew. I will put all on both telephone numbers and email, make sure that each line is completed, and that this is a company that you worked with for within the last couple of years, and that they are going to give you a positive reference. I have called people who said, I will never work with that person again. Please vet your references before you give them to us. So I wanted to let you know that. And so with that, we're going to move to section 5, the Mentor Protege program. And this is a great section, for you to look at. Our last information series, we talked about mentor protege in detail. And so with that, I wanted to share with you that, this is something, if you want more information about, you can go to our last, to the YouTube channel and see our last presentation and get more detail about the mentor protege agreement and what it takes and what you need to have in a submitted package. But in short, I just wanted to make sure that everyone knew that you need to make sure that the mentor protege agreement is signed, dated, and notarized, and that you have the meeting minutes that were part of this submission. Both of these, that is the mentor protege agreement and the meeting minutes, need to be signed and notarized. Keep in mind, they shouldn't have the same date of that you met one day and you have, or you sign the agreement one day and you have the meeting minutes on the same day. This is a agreement that should be over time, that this has a goal in mind. And again, go to our YouTube website or our link so you can see more details of what we talked about last time. So with that, we're going to move on to section 6. And section 6 is what we talked about in our first session. And what we talked about was teaming agreements, and it's a prime subcontractor team. And remember, I talked to you about that. I said, hey, it doesn't always have to be a prime and a subcontractor. Some of these subcontractors are considered super subs, and some of them are just small primes, and so, we see all types, but if you check yes there, we expect you to complete this. As you can see clearly there, it says attached a signed, dated, and notarized prime subcontractor teaming agreement. Well, this teaming agreement can be found on our website again, the same place where Joseph had gone out to show you where to find this MWB compliance guidelines and form. It's in that same section under documents and forms. and then you go and you will see the teaming agreement. It's called a master teaming agreement. So, so that's where you will find that information. And again, if you want more information, go to our first session recording, and you will you can get more details on that. And so now I'm going to move to section 7, joint venture. And so our joint venture, again, we went over that in our second session. And so our second session was joint venture agreements. And again, if you want more information, want more detail, go to that link, and so you can find out more detail. But basically, what, if you choose yes here, what we are asking you to do is to go back to our website, make sure that you have the master JV agreement, and that you're going to use that. And it says there here, Dallas ISD master JV agreement. And so what we want you to do is we want you to submit that with the master JV agreement. If you have any problems with it, let us know ahead of time. But that form needs to be completed in full, signed, dated, and notarized with all the exhibits completed. So with that, we want you on this form to actually put whoever the joint venture majority partner, and whoever the joint venture partner is. And the question that we get a lot of times is, does the joint venture partner have to be a majority company? And the answer is no. If there are two certified MWBE firms that are getting together, or two MWBE firms that are getting together, it doesn't matter. Whoever has the most, that is 51% of the JV split, is the majority partner. So ethnicity has nothing to do with this. It's all about the percentage of ownership. And I wanted to share with you that the joint venture partner is considered one that has to be a certified MWBE. So I just wanted to go back to that, just to let you know that that is the person that generally is the certified MWBE. All right. As far as joint ventures are concerned, I wanted to let you know this next page, I think it's, or if we go back to page 4, we should see this is to be filled out by the joint venture partner. So people always ask, well, what is this this page here about? You're asking the same stuff over again. Yes, we are. So in the box up here, it basically says complete section 1A through E for each joint venture partner or partners. Use one per partner. And so basically what this is saying, we want to individually, we would like a diversity plan if that joint venture partner has a diversity plan. So we would like that individually from the joint venture partner. We would like it individually, the workforce compensation of the joint venture partner. We would like to know that. And then we would like the references to be separate references, that is MWBE references from the joint venture partner, that is the certified MWBE partner. So with that, I just wanted to let you know, this is what this page for. This is page 4, and this is what this page for. Also, last but not least, section D here says mentor protege program. If that MWBE partner has a mentor protege program or mentor protege agreement with a company, then yes, we want them to submit that and show us how that mentor-protege agreement is really helping a MWBE company. So generally, these are this will be this firm's separate agreement with a certified MWBE versus or with an MWBE. Doesn't matter that they're certified as long as they're going towards getting their certification. So just wanted to let you know this is a separate form for the activities of the joint venture partner. So I hope that was clear, and if not, we can answer any questions at the end. So we're going to move on to section 8, which is the subcontractor and prime self-performance participation. And so this is interesting because I get a lot of questions about this, but really, if you look at section 8 at the beginning, what it's asking you is, you know, are you going to utilize subs in this proposal, or are you not? Are you going to do the entire scope yourself? And that's what the two questions really are asking you. And what we're trying to do is we're trying to get a better understanding of your thought process in attacking this project. You know, if you're planning on utilizing subcontractors, well, then we look forward to seeing something in section 10 below. And if you say that you're going to do this yourself, that gives us an idea that, you know, you feel that you can handle this yourself, and especially certified MWBEs, you know, it lets us know that you're trying to take advantage of all of the work as a certified MWBE. But we also have a clause in section 9 that lets you know that even though you can do that, you will not be able to double dip. That is, you can't do 100% of the work and expect to get 100% sub utilization. So what we have this down here in section 9, the last sentence that you can see here, it basically says the MWBE prime self-performance of a specialty trade or project scope of work shall be counted towards the goal up to a maximum of 50% of the MWB project goal. And so basically our goal is 30% on construction projects, and for professional services is 35%. So basically, if you're doing all the work, you can only get half, or either whichever side that you're coming on, whether or not it's construction or professional services. So that lets us know. So this tries to clear it up so we can get an exact amount that you're trying to actually participate in and what you think the percentage is. But we wanted you to know that we're only going to do 50% of our aspirational goal, and we'll get into what the aspirational goal is. Okay, again, number 9, I've kind of gone through that. I just wanted to let you know that, again, we will count 50% of the subcontractor goal on the evaluation, and you will not get 100% of whatever scope of work you're trying to complete. So, and it's 50% of our aspirational goal. I said that a few times because I want to be clear that it's not 50% of 100%. It's 50% of our aspirational goal, which is 30% on construction and 35% on professional services. All right, moving right along to section 10. And Wanted to share with you, section 10 starts on one page, and I think that is page 5, and then it goes to page 6. And page 6 is designed in a way in which you can have multiple page 6s. So if you have 20 vendors, have at it. You know, you can make copies of that and put multiple vendors in there. And so with that, I wanted to share with you what we're looking for here is all vendors. I think at the beginning it states exactly what we're looking for. It says that we're looking for all minority and non-minority subcontractors, suppliers, sub-consultants, sole proprietors, et cetera, et cetera. We want anybody who's doing any work on this particular project, we want to have listed here. So whether or not they're minority or non-minority, we want them listed. If they are a rental company, we want them listed. If they are a temporary agency, we want them listed. Whatever you had to do to complete this project and the money that you had to spend out, we want to chart that here as far as participation. Even though it's not certified, we need to chart everything that's being spent from a MWB perspective. Okay, so we're gonna move right along. I think I was pretty clear there. We're gonna go to section 11, good faith effort. As you can see in bold there, it says complete this section if only non-MWB subcontractors will be utilized. Okay, that's letting you know that we fully expect that you're going to be using MWB subcontractors, but there are times in which you have no intention of using MWB subcontractors. So we want to know, what did you do to try to get any MWB subcontractors? And we wanted to share with you that generally we don't see a problem here with good faith effort, because I would say 98% of the times, most people have MWBE subcontractors available, and they're actually part of their packages. But when they're not, we want to make sure that you've done everything that you can to actually get some of those MWBs that are in those scopes that could do some work for the district and for this project. So with that, we wanted to share with you, those are the 8 things that we asked, but I wanted to share with you, did you know we could help you with your MWBE good faith effort? We can come up with a list. We have a database that we can tap into of certified MWBEs, and we'll be more than happy to share our database with you in order for you to be successful in finding MWBE vendors. So, just please don't wait till the last minute, and we will definitely share that with you. Go back, Joseph. This is, we're on section 12 now, okay? And on section 12, we're gonna talk about the letter of intent. And right at the top there, it says what this is, letter of intent. This is, we love to call it LOI. You know, we love terms around here. So LOI is that term that we use for this. But as we've highlighted there, this is not required at the initial bid or proposal. However, as we or as the bid is negotiated and accepted, that's when this has to, we need this signed and dated by both the MWBE subcontractor, the certified MWBE subcontractor, and the prime. So section A is the section for the MWBE information for the subcontractor, and that's where the subcontractor needs to sign. Can you go down a little bit, Joseph? Go back up to section A. Okay, right there. And then what you'll see here is the scope of work and the price of the particular scope needs to be there, along with the certification number, ethnicity and gender, and the name of the certification company. Very important to have all that information there, because if it's not there, it's going to take longer to get your approval through the MWB department. But just wanted to let you know this is after the bid, after you've been accepted type thing. So, and B is where the prime information will go. So as you can clearly see in A, it has a signature area and a date for the sub to sign and date. And then it has a area signature place for the prime to sign also. And again, this needs to be someone who can put the company finances at peril. So it's, someone who could write a check, and so we appreciate everyone, but wanted to let you know that this is very important after we've gone through the negotiation phase. And then section 12, or section 13 through 20, these are our general information terms. And I'm going to go through this pretty quickly. And then we'll allow, we'll go through this quickly, and then I'll go to the did you know section. Okay, the aspirational goal, you heard me talk about that before. That is MWBE goal of 30% for goods and services and construction contracts. Of course, our bond funded professional services is 35%. And again, our aspirational goal is something that we just aspire to achieve. But if we don't achieve it, hopefully we'll get on the next one. But the thing about it is we generally, most of our vendors really buy into the MWBE participation. So we really appreciate what you guys are doing, and you're buying into our organization and to the MWBE community. So, with this, during our bid proposal, of course, we told you earlier, we expect you to submit a completed, signed and dated MWBE compliance guidelines and forms. And with that, if there are any other forms that are needed, the Dallas ISD joint venture agreement form, the any other forms that you have within your organization that we don't have within this form, or attachments, just mark on there what it is and where it is within the package, and that will help us better understand where to find it. Same thing with the teaming agreement. You want to make sure that that teaming agreement is part of this total package. The mentor protege agreement, part of the package. So I just wanted to share that with you. They are not to be submitted separately. Everything is submitted together as one package. but you can mark on our MWB compliance guidelines forms and tell us this is Exhibit A, this is Exhibit B, this is Exhibit C, or this is Exhibit 1, 2, 3, however you want to do it. But just make sure it's all there, so we can have one place to look for your forms. Next thing we want to talk about is the evaluation scoring criteria. We're gonna look at this real quick, and then we're gonna come back to it in a minute. But we're gonna really go through this here thoroughly. We're gonna comb through this thoroughly, because as you can see, we allocate points for each section, and we go up to 20 points. So I wanted to share with you, this is kind of what we do within the MWB department as part of a bid package. So I wanted to share, once we share this next slide with you, we're going to come back to the MWBE forms after our poll. So, all right, so we'll go into the next section. And again, I encourage you to read all of the MWBE compliance guidelines and forms. It has I would say the number one problem I see in all of our packages is you can tell that someone got bored or tired of reading the forms. And so they started missing things. They did real well in the beginning, but then they start missing things in certain sections. And those sections are important for you to really understand how to get, I guess, score on the evaluation scoring criteria. But also another way for you to learn more about what we do from an MWBE perspective is schedule one-on-ones with us. So we have opportunities where we go out into the marketplace and do outreach at different events. But one thing that we found has been very successful is when you have one-on-ones with a MWBE team member. Because what you get a chance is you just kind of let your guard down and you ask questions. And it gives us a chance to answer the questions that you're asking. Do I have to have a master JV agreement, and why can't I use my JV agreement? And we have that discussion. Well, I like I don't want to have to do a mentor protege agreement. Well, you don't have to, but then we tell you, but you got to think about this section, because this section is worth 3 points, and you got to give me something that's going to help you get more points in this section. And not only just give it to me, but this is part of what you do as an organization. So that's what one-on-ones do. It helps us build a relationship, better understand what you guys are trying to do. And believe it or not, we listen. So sometimes, just like we did in 2020, we changed a lot of things about our MWB compliance guidelines and forms based on people coming in, talking to us about what they see in the marketplace and what they would like to see. And so those things it's very important that we have those one-on-ones, so we can kind of keep our finger on the pulse of the community. The second thing is if you are a winner or unsuccessful bidder, can you request a debriefing? This is, to me, the most important thing that you can do. This is what we're doing today, basically. We're doing the debriefing. And we always suggest both the winners and the unsuccessful bidders try to get a debriefing, because you can always learn what you didn't do right, or how you looked at it wasn't really the way that we are asking for something, whether or not it's on the technical side, the safety side, or whether or not it's on MWB side. Procurement was scheduled debriefing with all of those players, and we will all come together and we will give you a debriefing at one time. If you want a debriefing with only one of the areas, you can schedule that. But I always suggest debrief with everybody so you can see where you stood with every group. The third thing is questions must be submitted in writing during the Q&A window as outlined on the CSP. So what this is talking about is anytime we have a bid out on the street, we can't have conversations one-on-one with individuals that are trying to bid that work. So what we ask is that you either go through procurement and ask your question, and generally they're going to ask you to put it in writing. And the reason why they want it in writing is because they do what they call an addenda. So the question that you ask, everyone can see the question and everyone can see the answer. So that is what we try to do, is we try to make sure, and I say try because sometimes people get us with not telling us that they're going through and they're bidding a particular project. We have to ask that question to make sure that we understand that they're trying to bid work that that's actually out on the street. But if so, what that does is it benefits everyone, and it makes it a fair playing ground. So that's what we try to do, is make sure there's a fair playing ground. All right, procurement services and the MWBE are restricted from answering questions for active CSP. Again, that is saying once it's active on the street, and active means once it comes out in the Dallas Morning News and on our website, which is generally the same day, and until it is voted on by the Board of Trustees, it's in that restricted period. And so, so we can't really talk about things with that particular project. We generally refer those people to procurement services, and this even happens after the question and answer period. That is, when we have the pre-proposal meetings, there are a lot of questions and answers that are given at the pre-proposal meetings. However, what we try to do is capture that information, the questions and the answers, and that information goes to an addenda. So this period is a much larger time period. That is from the time in which the bid comes out to when the board is actually voting on it. So there are many questions that come up during that time, and we send everyone to procurement services, and they determine whether or not they can answer that question for you. So just wanted to let you know that's kind of how it works. Hopefully that answers your question. If you have any more, we can talk about that at the end. Fillable MWBE forms are located on our MWBE website. If you saw us pull up the CSP form that Joseph pulled up, and you see that it had the blue highlights, so it is fillable. You can use it as is. So we tried to make the things more convenient for you. However, you can save it as a PDF and if you have read write, you can write it in there yourself if that's what you prefer to do. But just wanted to let you know, we try to do everything we can. If we need to do more, please let us know. Just send us an email and we'll try to get more fillable forms out there. The CSP MWB forms are generally due the day after part one. Part one is where the actual hard bid comes in. And once the bid comes in, we give a day for the MWB forms to be gathered. That's to figure out where what subs you're going to use from an MWB standpoint. And generally, it has a time stamp of the same time that the part one, but you have to check that each solicitation is different. So generally it is the day after, and it's called part two also. So just wanted you to know that. Dallas ISD does not have a preferred list of prime or subcontractors. We don't recommend a list of contractors. Everyone has to bid and do business on their own. We do encourage subcontractors to develop a relationship with primes, and we encourage primes to develop relationships with subcontractors. So, if asked, I will send you a list of people who normally bid our work, but that is just people who bid our work. It doesn't mean that you're going to get on with them or they're going to get on with you. It doesn't mean anything other than it's a starting point to start having a conversation. And so we hope that you can have those conversations, build those relationships, and start doing some Dallas ISD work. Okay, a great way to get questions answered about a project is to attend a pre-bid meeting or pre-proposal meeting. They call the same thing. Matter of fact, there's one that's going to be happening today. If you go to our website, Dallas ISD, www.dallasisd.org /MWBE. On there, on that left-hand side, you'll see bond opportunities. And under bond opportunities, you go there and it will, at the bottom there, it'll show you where, which projects are live. And then you'll see that we have a bond pre-proposal meeting today at 1 o'clock. And so this is a way for you to, for subs to meet general contractors. This is a way for general contractors to find out more information from the architect and the program management firm, what the scope of work is going to be needed here. So anyway, I just wanted to let you know that this is a great opportunity for you to get to know people within the district, get to know the program management firms, get to know construction, the primes that are interested in doing business, and primes to get to know subs who are interested in doing portions of the work. So next is pre-bid meetings are also a great way to meet other bidders and network. And exactly, that's what I was just explaining, is the network opportunity is tremendous there, because what you're doing is you're targeting people who are interested in what you do. And so, again, primes can meet subs, subs can meet primes. The architects can explain what the what's going on, what their vision was for the project, and the program management firms, you can meet who the project manager is going to be. So, great opportunity to network. And next is you can ask the MWB partner for a list of certified subs. I think I mentioned this earlier, where under subutilization or under good faith effort of the MWB compliance guidelines and forms, if you are saying, hey, I don't have any certified MWBs that I can use on this project, well, we can help you with a list of certified MWB subcontractors or sub vendors. So Per scope, we can look that up through our database and help you with that. Again, don't wait to the last minute, but yes, please ask us, and we will be more than happy to try to assist in getting you some subcontractors in that particular, or sub vendors in that particular scope of work. Construction services has moved to the 9400, which is 9400 North Central Expressway. We call it NCX, on the 8th floor. And so we used to be at 3801 Herschel Avenue, over where Lemon and Oaklawn kind of cross. In that area, and it was a school called Stephen J. Hayes School. And so now we've grown some, and so we've taken on a larger footprint, and that has moved us over here to 9400 Central Expressway. So just wanted you to know that. So if you're submitting a bid, you aren't going back over there to Herschel, okay? So last but not least, Dallas ISD works with project management firms on bond programs. What I wanted you to know is that, we have project management firms. One is AECOM, the other is Dakita Enterprises, and the last is Jacobs. And in no particular order, but just alphabetical, I listed them. They are the group that actually manages the projects for us. And so they do a little bit of everything. They also have an MWB coordinator that's part of their team. And so we look forward to working with you through our MWBE coordinator of the project management firms. AECOM has Magdalene Valte. How is her name pronounced, Joseph?
Vitale.
Excuse me?
Vitale.
Oh, Vitale. I'm sorry. Magdalene Vitale, I apologize, Magdalene. And the Dakita representative is BJ Session, and the Jacobs representative is Mr. Vernon Mullen. And we have others that work with them, but we just wanted to share some of those names with you, because you're going to be talking with them much more than you're going to be talking with me. So thank you again, and I'll turn it back over to Joseph for the poll.
All right, Wilton, always doing a great job. Now it's time for our polling. I'm going to launch the poll now, and here's our question. Do you plan to bid on any 2020 Dallas ISD bond projects? We have A for yes, B for no, and C for I'm not sure. I'm gonna give you all about 30 seconds. Okay, I've stopped the poll. We have here at the question, do you plan to bid on any 2020 Dallas ISD bond projects? We have A for yes, 30%, B, no, 20%, and C, I'm not sure at 50%. I want to thank you all for sharing your opinion on this poll, and we're going to move forward and to our next section, which is our MWBE scoring criteria. Wilton.
Yes, Joseph, thank you for the poll. And we're going to move on to the MWB scoring criteria. And yeah, I hope that, you know, by virtue of us going through the scoring criteria, that we can convince a few of you to actually bid work with the district. You know, again, we have a $3.5 billion bond program. It's going to be a lot of work from big projects to smaller projects. And so whichever one that you feel that you're more comfortable with, we would look forward to talking to you about it and seeing if we can encourage you to do business with the district. All right. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to go to A, which is our MWB criteria. And this is what I think most people wanted to kind of come and talk about today. You know, what are we really looking for? And in A, if you go all the way over to the right-hand side, you'll see that we are interested in the maximum points there in that area is 3 points. And basically what we're talking about here, I'm going to just kind of point out what we are looking for. And I'm going to see if I can make it even clearer for you. So basically what we have here is the MWB department, what we're looking for is enhancements to the MWBE program. So notice the word at the end of the first sentence says enhancements. So we're looking for whatever enhancements that you can offer to MWBE subs that are going to be doing work with you. We want to see what those enhancements are that you're offering, and how is that going to help them contract or do work with the district better. And so, what is it going to do to help them? And so what we're asking for is not just your words. You know, don't tell us, oh yeah, we're gonna help them we're gonna pay them early. That's great that you're gonna pay them early, but have a contract to back that up. You know, to talk about exactly what you're going to do. Have it signed, dated, and notarized. And then we know that you're serious about this enhancement that you're going to give to this MWBE vendor. But we give you some examples here. We say in the third line here, we say examples of this commitment may include any of the following. And we're just listing things that we know that some people have done in the past, but it doesn't have to be these things. It could be 3 other things. But what we need are 3 things, and we need you to share with us why that is, why this is going to help this MWBE. Remember, enhancement should help this MWBE basically through their contracting process, and how is it going to really affect that firm. So we talk about expedited payments. Again, that is kind of what I was saying. Yes, I'm gonna pay them early. So when I get paid, I'm not gonna wait for the check to clear. We're gonna turn around and we're gonna pay them the next day. That's all great, but if it's not in writing and you haven't agreed with that subcontractor to do that, then it's just talk. You know, so we're looking for something that verifies that. Also, if you've done this from a historical standpoint, put those contracts that you've had in the past that you've done that with in your package. Now, again, we may verify those payments. But what we really want to see is we really would like to see it within this contract, because that lets us know that you're working with firms with Dallas ISD project that you're going to make better, and they're going to see Dallas ISD as a project to be on. So the Mentor Protege program, we talked about that again earlier in the different sections that we had there. I think that was section 5. And remember, I told you in the scoring criteria, everything is in the scoring criteria generally. Sometimes you have to add things as a exhibit, but for the most part, most of the stuff is right there in the MWB compliance guidelines and forms. So we've already gone over mentor protege programs, and we already kind of talked about where you can get additional information. Then the next thing is early release of retainage. Again, we're not telling you that you have to do this. We're saying if this is something that you want to do as a vendor to help or enhance the MWBE program for your company, and for that's going to really enhance it for Dallas ISD to attract more MWBE firms. That's what we want to see, something like that. And let's say, for example, if you do something like that, you probably need to have some type of agreement with that subcontractor. Just saying that you're going to do it is not good enough. We need to know that everyone is on board with what you guys plan on doing, so we can count that towards your score here. Again, we have another one here: expanding the pool of diverse subcontractors, that is firms that haven't done business with the district. And then of course we say et cetera. So that means we're willing to accept things that you say will enhance the MWBE program here at the district and enhance the program for our MWBE vendors. So we're open here, but if you give me 3 of these things here, I can give you 3 up to 3 points, but it has to be good, and it has to be sealed up with signatures and examples, and actually in play for this particular project is the way that you get credit for that score. So I just wanted to let you know, yes, we can give you credit for it, but it needs to be in play for this project to really get credit for it. So you can get up to 3 points for this category with 3 different ones. However you want to mix and match with your own, that's fine. So, but just remember, we're looking for enhancements to the MWBE program here at the district. All right, so on section, I think it was section 4, I talked to you about references, MWBE references. This is where that comes in. It was 2 references that I'm asking you for, and I can give you a maximum of 2 points. I think even blind man can see is 1 point per reference. So, anyway, I just wanted you to know, make sure that this reference is very important for you to give me someone who's going to give you a positive referral, and that is going to answer the phone or answer their email. We need, I've had people that have been referenced for time and time again, and they never answer their phone, they never answer their email. And so I can't give those points. So just wanted you guys to know that. And that's B. So C is, and this is all in our MWB compliance guidelines and forms. I think this is section 13. So, I just wanted to share that with you. So C is, this is what we have a little new. This is where we've added opportunity for MWBE certified vendors, that is certified prime vendors, or we still accept the joint venture agreement with a certified MWBE vendor. However, it has to be on our Dallas ISD master agreement, otherwise it doesn't count. Or you can have a submission with a prime subcontractor teaming agreement with a certified MWBE company. And again, it has to be on our Dallas ISD master agreement for teaming agreement. So, basically, if it's a joint venture partner, must be a certified MWB, must be on our master teaming agreement, master JV agreement. If it's a prime subcontractor teaming agreement, must be with a certified MWBE firm, and it must be on our master joint venture agreement. Now, will we consider changes to our master agreements? Yes, but it needs to be given to us prior to submission. And that way we can send it up the flagpole to legal, etc. But this is worth 5 points. And basically, we are, this is something that if you look at the MWB compliance guidelines and forms, we have a scoring criteria for JV agreements, and we have a scoring criteria for teaming agreements. So you should be able to see what we're looking for specifically. So it's like a sub scoring criteria for those particular areas. And basically what it's saying is, under the joint venture agreement, we're looking for you to not only sign, date, and notarize and fill out the form completely, but we have exhibit A, B, and C, and those need to be answered thoroughly, because if they're answered thoroughly, then you will meet the scoring criteria. So just remember, the exhibits are not optional, it's really mandatory. And if you fill it out thoroughly, that generally gives you the completes what we're looking for as far as the joint venture agreement. And the same thing with the teaming agreement. When you go back to the exhibits, basically it answers all of the questions that, if you fill it out thoroughly, it answers all those questions that we're looking for within the criteria for the teaming agreement. So I wanted to share that with you so we'll all be on the same page, because that's up to 5 points. And it's important to not just kind of fluff your way through that, because if it's not completed thoroughly, you won't get the score that you thought. The whole exercise is null and void. And remember, what we're looking for are not just paper JV partners, not paper teaming arrangements. We're looking for you to help that certified MWBE grow their capacity. I said that in those two conversations. So I wanted to remind you, this is not just to receive points. This is actually to grow capacity for MWBE companies. So I wanted to share that with you again, to let you know, we want to see these relationships go somewhere, not just stay stagnant. So So please be considerate and read through this. If you need to schedule one-on-ones, need to talk more about your particular agreement or your thoughts, we'd be more than happy to entertain any of those conversations. So we're going to move on to or D. And this is where I want you to kind of listen up, because this is important for you to understand how we're looking at the MWBE sub-utilization now. This is where we ask you, show us, submit that list of diverse certified MWBE subcontractors, consultants, suppliers, etc. And remember, I told you on section 10, that's where you're going to list that. Well, on section 10, we asked you for MWBE and non-MWBE, but the MWBE ones are very important for your score right here. And so what this does is we look at whether or not you meet or exceed the district MWBE aspirational goal. And if you meet with your sub-utilization, if you meet or exceed that goal, we go to the next thing. The next thing is, did you provide a diverse list of MWBE contractors, subcontractors, suppliers, sub-consultants? And, so if you met our aspirational goal, let's say, for example, it's 30%, you say, hey, we're going to do 35% MWBE participation. That's one hurdle. But then if you tackle the other hurdle, that out of that 35%, I'm going to do 5 different subcontractors. That's the second step of it. And the actual third step of it is, what are your competitors in that bid doing? So if everybody's giving me 5 subcontractors, that's the average, or the average line. But if I have 2 of them that are giving me 7, 8 contractors, and they're significant roles, that is not just cleaning up after the final cleaning, or something that is not a significant role in this project, then I will give that person a better score. That is, that person gets the 5 if they are offering significant roles to MWBE subcontractors, consultants, and suppliers. So in this section, D, you're competing against your fellow bidders, and it has to be for meaningful and significant roles, not just, pile me up with a bunch of MWBE certified vendors. So again, with this one here, did you pass the first hurdle, the aspirational goal hurdle? Then did you pass it with MWBE certified vendors that are going to be doing a meaningful and significant role here on this project? And how many were given to me? What diversity are you giving me? Are you giving me all Hispanic female firms, or are you giving me all Asian male firms? We're looking for diversity. Give me the diverse group that so everyone can participate. So that is kind of what we're looking for there. And hopefully that helps you understand kind of what we're looking for. And then on top of that, you're competing against the other bidders within that particular CSP, RFP, or RFQ. So basically, again, that's a maximum point allocation of 5 points. And sometimes you're not going to get the same score for giving me 5 versus someone else gave me 8 significant roles that this part of their package. They'll get the 5, you may get a 4, and so on and so forth, all the way down. Do we give 0 if you don't hit the MWB aspirational goal? We don't give you a 0, but we'll continue to evaluate it. And if we see it's worthy of giving some points, yes, we will give you some points, 1, 2, 3, whatever it is. But what we're looking for is as many certified MWBEs to be a part of this project that are diverse, and that the prime company is trying to hit our aspirational goal. So I hope that was helpful, and hopefully we can talk about that more if you need to. So E is an interesting one because what we're looking for is we're actually looking for whether or not you as a vendor are demonstrating a comprehensive framework and understanding of the district's MWB program. And what we mean by that is by meeting the MWB commitment, which again, our committed goal, aspirational goal is 30% for construction, 35% for professional services. But as you get started on this work, it's a commitment. And so we like to see those who actually give us a commitment, meet their commitment or exceed their commitment. So, letting us know that you've done that in the past, it helps us understand whether or not you do meet your commitments. Designating a high-ranking individual as our knowledgeable consultant who will be responsible for the MWB contract compliance, monitoring, and reporting. I'm going to stop there. It's really the high-ranking individual that we're looking for. And this is a high-ranking, this is where I talked to you about that back in the MWB compliance guidelines and forms under section 1. And I talked to you about the high-ranking individual that we're looking for. Well, this is where it pays off. And we're looking for someone who can make decisions from an MWB point of view, who's in the room when decisions are being made that's going to affect MWBs or allow the company to add more MWBs to the scope. And that's why we want that high-ranking individual, because we want someone who's going to advocate for MWBEs in the room. So that is what we're looking for there. And then, of course, this person is responsible for contract compliance, monitoring, and reporting. That is, every time you turn in your invoices and, you have to respond to the fact that you paid your subs, and you're working with our MWB coordinators, we want to know, can we call you and will you resolve these issues quickly? And so that's why we're looking for a high-ranking person who will resolve these issues or will ensure that the culture of your organization is such that you don't have generally those issues. So that's kind of what we're looking for. And also, we're looking for people who, when there are possible changes to MWB subs, of course, we hope that there are not any changes, because MWB subs do enough to just get the job, and sometimes they don't have the the money to really take on these jobs. So they go out and get a line of credit or make arrangements to actually be able to afford to do the job. And then if their feet are cut out from under them, then you know, they kind of crumble. So you know, we hope that there's no changes. However, we do understand sometimes there are changes are going to happen. And that's where we need a high-ranking person to kind of negotiate these changes and to make sure that we're not hurting the MWBE sub. So we want someone that we can work with that is going to be sensitive to the MWBE sub and has the authority inside to make these changes. And of course, we are looking for you know, someone who adheres to you know, the subcontractor payment terms. So whatever the payment, you know, the making sure that there are signed contracts, making sure that the subcontractor is paid on the terms in which you all agreed to. That is we want the subcontractor to have a person that that they can call and get things done. And so, you know, and all of this can be shared with us in a, you know, documentation telling us how you are going to do this, but also examples of you doing it. You know, that is, don't just tell us that you're going to do this stuff. Show us how how it's set up in your system to be done, and examples of it being done. And that lets us know that you're really serious about what you're doing, and that, and of course, if you have an agreement with the subs that you are working with, or some of the subs that you're working with, that's even better, because that lets us know that you're telling the subs that, hey, this is your contact person. This is the person who is going to help you through any issues, if you have any issues. Hopefully you won't have any issues, but this is the person if you have payment issues and things of that nature. And that we promise that we're going to do, we're going to get through this in a timely manner, 2 days, 1 day, and that we will get back with you, or this person has the ability to cut the check. You know, so those are the things that we would like to see in an agreement, some strong language that lets us know that you really understand what the district wants in the program, which is we want your commitment, we want your high-ranking official within the organization, and we want someone who has teeth that can handle the issues within contract compliance monitoring, unauthorized subs, and payments to subcontractors. Of course, we're looking for someone who's able to rectify or help a subcontractor with their scheduling. What we mean by that is a person who can basically go through the scheduling with the subcontractor. Usually the program or project manager does that, but we're looking for somebody from an MWB perspective to, so the MWB firm can understand when expectations are to be paid, to get work done, things of that nature. So again, all of that needs to be in writing. That is something that we don't have a form for, but you can write up a comprehensive plan of how you're gonna work with us to help MWBEs. And with that, I'm going to stop and see if there are any questions. And we can go there.
Thank you, Wilton, for your explanation of the MWBE scoring criteria It was well thorough. It seems like we have a question coming in. Let's see. All right. The question is, what if our firm had multiple certifications? How do we note?
Well, we only, if you, Joseph, can you go to the MWB compliance guidelines and forms and go at right after that? It's actually, keep going, Joseph. I think it's page 11. Okay, it's actually page 10.
Here it is. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Recognize.
Section 14. Basically, this is part of the ones I didn't go all the way through, but I wanted to make sure that you knew that it was very important to read, because this is very important to read. If you look at this, it says recognized certification, certifying agencies. The district accepts MWB certifications issued by, and it has these lists 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 different agencies that we look at and that we accept. We will accept other certification agencies on an individual basis, but we only need one. So as long as you have one of these, just show us that. Now, there are some that that have State of Texas Hub generally does what they call disadvantaged business enterprise. We are a MWBE shop, that is Minority Women Business Enterprise shop, not a DBE shop. So if you have multiple ones, please find the one that says MWBE certified versus DBE or SBE or anything else. Okay, so that's the only caveat in when you say multiple agencies. We are an MWBE shop, not a DBE or a SBE shop, at least right as of this time.
All right, move on to our next question. If a prime for item C on the MWBE scoring criteria, if a prime MWBE, do you get 5 points?
Okay, yes, if you have you know, if you are certified MWB, we check to see if you're a certified MWBE, and it's one of the certified certification agencies that we use, and you are a prime submitting on this project. Yes, we will. You can get 5 points. You can get up to 5 points.
Okay, thank you, Walter, for answering our question, and keep them coming. Thank you. Our next question is, can you provide contact info to the bond program managing firms, MWBE coordinators?
Yes, we can. Joseph, you could have handled that one. Yes, we can. And you know, actually, Joseph is going through and he's showing you the names of the groups and the names of the persons that are MWB coordinators with the different firms. So right here, third from the bottom, you'll see Magdalene Vitale. The fourth from the top is BJ Sessions, and she's with Takeda. And then if you move ahead, we can go ahead and show Veronica Mwbe. She's with Takeda Vanner. That's the group that was here for 2015, but they're still here because we're still working on 2015 projects. And then we have Karina Martinez. I didn't mention Karina because Karina is getting ready to roll off and do bigger and better things. But she is an MWB coordinator. And then you have Vernon Mullen, who should be there. I don't see Vernon's information, but you can get in contact with Karina, and Karina will help you there. So again, those are the groups: Jacobs, Takeda, and AECOM are the groups that will be able to service you. And you can get in contact with those persons to get in contact with anyone within their groups. That is project managers, the directors of their group, the leaders of their group, etc. So whoever you need to get in contact with, they can point you in the right direction.
Okay. Thank you, Wilton. Back to the next question. We have, as a MWBE prime, is the 5 points automatic, or what items are you looking for to get the full 5 points?
What we're looking for is if you have 0% sub-utilization, or if you're not meeting the MWBE aspirational goal, then you will not get the 5 points. But if you meet our goal, you're certified, you can get the 5 points.
All right, and that's also on our cover sheet. You can see here, we're looking for the MWBE certification agency, MWBE certification number, ethnicity, gender, agent name, company address, email. Very important, it's pertinent information to put down when completing the MWBE compliance guidelines and forms.
Okay, Joseph, I think we're after the hour.
All right.
So if we don't have any more questions, maybe we can close it up. Oh, we need to get Tamika on, I'm sorry.
That's right. All right. Moving forward, we have the great Tameka Sadler, Senior Project Manager of SSP Consulting. Tameka?
Hey, Joseph. I'm trying to start the video. It won't let me, but I can continue because we are past the hour. Just to let you know, SSP Consulting is here. Dallas ISD MWBE department has decided that bonding and insurance is important to small and minority contractors. So SSP is here to assist you with bonding, insurance, lines of credit, certification. Although people, bonding is about credit, don't be afraid if you have not like 800 perfect credit. We have been able to get people bonded at 520 with bankruptcies, with charge-offs. So it's just a per client basis that we can talk to you. And then if we're not able to get you bonded, we can also give you a plan to get bonded. So don't let bad credit or other past problems, make you not want to come talk to us. Everything we talk about is confidential. We are here to assist you, to help you get to the next level. Just a quick story. One of the first clients, the Bond Academy, started off with a $50,000 bond capacity, and within the year, it's pretty much at 300,000 single line. So we are here to assist you. We will work for you. Just give me a call, or you can give Calvin a call. Our cell numbers are at the bottom, and our email addresses are there. So if you have any questions, please let me know. Thank you.
Yeah, and thank you, Tamika. And also what Tamika didn't tell you, being a confidential agent, that person is actually doing a lot of business here with the district.
Yes, a lot. So sorry, my video just popped back on. So just let me know if you have any questions. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Tamika, for working with us and getting things done here out in the district. Now, we have some upcoming events. You can register today for ISD Day. That's the Dallas-Fort Worth Minority Supplier Development Council, Dallas ISD's Minority Women Business Enterprise. And this is a virtual event that will be on November 10th, 2021 at 1 o'clock to 4 p.m. You could also visit our website, www.dallasisd.org, MWBE, to register. Also, Wilton has mentioned our www.dallasisd.org, MWBE website, as well as our phone number and all of the social media sites that we are a part of: Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube, where you can find this video again. I want to thank you all for joining us on this call, and we're looking forward to those that are interested in doing business with the district and hopefully making better in the community. So thank you all, and make today a great day.